Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to create a Magento 2 based online shop. It's not actually create, I think it's just creating some aspects of creating and some aspects of managing within a short time. So it will be on the AWS platform. So first, okay, shopforsoul.com. So that's a Magento 2 based e-commerce web shop. So none of these products are for sale. They are connected to a supplier database, but they are not for sale. Okay, just experimental. Okay, so AWS, you can see one kind of cloud-based hosting platform. So I will show on the Lightsail. You can do on EC2 as well. So after you sign up for Lightsail, and if you log in, then you will see options like say Lightsail. Okay, I think it costs not much, between $5 to $10, in that range anyway. So Lightsail, if you click on Lightsail, it will bring something like this. No, not really. Okay. So this one, if I, anyway, I think I can, no, yeah, I'm right. I think Lightsail, then it will bring here. If you already have an instance, it will show it, and then you have to go to create instance, then create instance will bring you here. So yeah, I think that is only one production. You could create development and production, develop and develop, and then push to production. However, you will have to pay for 2 instances to the best of my knowledge and experience, unless anything has changed. So yeah, create an instance. If you click on here, it will bring you to such things. So you can see a platform, which platform you want, Linux, Unix. So yeah, at this point I was preferring Linux, Unix. Yeah. So Magento 2, right? So you can select it, it will be Ubuntu, Magento 2 on Ubuntu platform. I didn't see much on Magento 2 on CentOS. That's what I was looking for. Okay. I might have seen, yeah, anyway, don't want to go into that direction. Okay, after you select it, and you can just go step by step, and after you are done, you will have a functional Magento 2 based e-commerce web shop ready. You can install it with or without dummy data. You can do without dummy data. You can just then later log in into Magento 2 platform and then create product one by one or upload product. I think I have another videos how to upload. You can take a look into that anyway. So yeah, so Magento 2.3.4, this might not be the latest. I might be wrong. I didn't, yeah, I installed the latest one. After installing the basic Magento 2 from Lightsail, I had to update it. So if you want to update it, there can have multiple different ways of updating, but I preferred using the Composer based updating. Composer, there is a configuration file, a JSON file. You want which modules to there, and if you want an upgraded version, you have to modify that. I think some commands like Composer require Magento 2.3.5 or something, so it will modify that file and Composer update, Composer install, those kind of things. But be careful, there is a trick there, install and update. There is some difference. It's not exactly what it means. So be careful on that and then undo it. Okay, then where do you go from there? Okay, let's say if you install it, you have an IP. That IP each time you, I think, reset it. Okay, let's see. If I go to here, it will give you options like stop or reboot. If you stop it and restart it, the IP will change. So you better want an static IP address, fixed IP address. Yeah, I think private IP, okay. Okay, for that, I think if you want static IP, you have to go into the networking section. Okay, let's see. You can go from here, database. Database, if you want to create a database and want to manage it through AWS, you can do it here. However, as you install Magento 2 from the apps here, so I think it will create its own database, and you can manage it from a console, Ubuntu or Shell, Linux Shell. You can manage it from there. So this is not really required at this moment. Anyway, and you can install phpMyAdmin and manage the database from there, but be careful on installing new things on AWS Lightsail platform. If you're not expert, then you have to for sure be more careful. And yes, and if you have to ever do update the operating system itself, I think sudo apt-get update Ubuntu or those kind of things, or update install, those kind of things, it can mess up your things. So be careful still if you use it. Be careful, try to avoid. Yeah, I think that brings the latest features and all those things, but still you have to be careful. Sometimes it can just mess up the corresponding web server configuration files, and yeah, it can get tricky. So be careful on updating the operating system itself. So anyway, yeah, from here you will be creating the static IP address. I think you have to create an static IP, then you have to map this. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, DNS zone static IP address, and somehow you have to map them onto each other, your instance to this DNS zone and IP. You have to match, I think, map them so that they work together. So storage, if you buy additional storage, then you can do it. And snapshots, it's just backup kind of things. Anyway, so that is kind of creation part. Sign up for Lightsail, create an Amazon instance, install the Magento 2, and create a static IP, DNS zone, map the instance to this, and you will have a functional thing. Okay, DNS zone, yes, there should be a domain name associated with it, but if you don't buy a domain from here, or let's say if you buy domain from HostGator or GoDaddy or somewhere else, you have to do some sort of modification there to point to this DNS zone. Yeah, I think if you try external DNS zone and those kind of things, or probably Amazon routing, I think Route 53 or those kind of things, you can use it, but there will have an extra charge. So yeah, I'm not showing you the details at this point. I think that's not the purpose. Anyway, I'm not sure how much time it took. Okay, rather than stopping here, I can show some aspects of the managing thing. I'll just show you some script. I believe if you go to SitesTree.com or bangla.SaLearningSchool.com, you will find a sample of most of these scripts that I'm going to show you, but you don't have to use my sites. You can find out on your own, write on your own, or there will be other websites that will give a similar things. Yeah, it will not be exact, but similar things to be different combinations and all those things. Yeah, you'll find some Magento. I think if you search with Magento 2, then I think all the different Magento 2 related scripts or commands, management stuff that I used, or what are the stuff that I used for the installing, and what are the challenges I faced and their solutions. You probably get a good glimpse of these, but unless you're an expert in Ubuntu, yeah, some aspects of managing web servers or installing packages, uh, those might seem difficult to you, but if you are already familiar with installing websites, installing different management systems, or working with Ubuntu to some extent, of working with the web servers, yeah, you'll find them very handy. If you just know everything else, just you want to see how it's working for Magento 2, yeah, you'll find it. You probably will see a lot of CentOS or Ubuntu commands, but I'm not telling you to learn it from here. You can learn it from another places. Yeah, I'll just show some script and then, okay, let me see. So if you come here and if you click on it, and you can use just this Ubuntu shell script, I think command line script. You can go from here, and then I think AWS, it uses Magento based, sorry, Bitnami. I think Magento 2 on top of Bitnami. So all the configurations, web server configuration, you have to go through, check on the how Bitnami is configuring those Apache or Nginx web server in the back. If you just directly follow the Apache to Nginx configuration files, those will not be the way to go. So you have to follow the Bitnami thing. Okay, but now if you use the Ubuntu update, Ubuntu operating system update, so those configuration files can get messed up a little bit, or so you might end up more configuration files. It can get things confused. So be careful on that. Yeah, you have to go to Bitnami, and you have to also use the Varnish cache server, and make sure you keep it. Otherwise, things. Okay, anyway, I'm getting into wrong direction too much. Okay. So here, I think I'm trying to show the different shell scripts that I have used. Okay, so one thing can be the cron. I think Magento 2 uses cron for scheduled things, the scheduled updates, or to do some sort of a management task. So I think this will configure cron and install, update, and all those things. So cron jobs will get run. And I think there are other ways to, you can give more information in the cron tab. I think cron tab minus, you can edit it. I think you have to be careful about which user you use and what permission you give. Okay, that's another thing. So at this moment, I'm just showing you the configs, right? Okay. Yeah, managing from the command line can be way more effective than doing on the Magento 2 admin side. And I think if you are using Lightcell, there will not be huge amount of RAM, so you will get into trouble if you use the web interface for the management part or administration part. If you can use the command line, things will be way more smooth. It will be yeah, more smooth. I think the web interface can get stuck. Anyway, so cron install, setup cron. Okay, that's probably one thing that you might have to do. Yeah, you can also put some things in the regular scheduled cron, some of these, so that it runs automatically every night or every, yeah. So yeah, you know, if you know cron, you can do it properly and according to your need. Okay. Let's see, one of the important thing that you might want. Reindex. Yeah, I think when you do some product upload, or configure these products, change the product prices, stock inventory related, all the stuffs. So yeah, you have to always reindex. You can reindex individual things, or you can reindex different things. Let's see. And I believe I have put a reindexing script in some of the Learn, or okay, it is just all the different types of indexing available to Magento 2. Okay, yeah, I think I also put some description to it. Let's see. So rather than cat, I'm using VI. It will show its, yeah. I believe I put it on the Bangladesh learning. You can set a SitesTree. So take exact sentence and search in there. You'll find, yeah. It also shows you all the steps how to do. I think what is the, if you want to read everything, yeah, I think this will be the most important thing to do. You have to do it frequently after any change in those. I think there are different types of indexing. If you do some changes, you have to do it there. And it is important. It is important sometimes. Okay, real time and schedule. What does it mean? If you change something, let's say from the admin interface, uh, you have uploaded product from the CSV file. So one option is to do the changes in the real time. Some of the changes in the real time is update on SAP. There are option update on SAP and update on schedule or those kind of thing. Update on schedule is the schedule. Update on SAP is the real time. Yeah, for me, real time work better. Real time, I think update on SAP product uploading, real time work better. Scheduled, oh, I don't remember exactly how does the thing. Yeah, I think real time work better for me. So I think you can also change the mode from here and then, okay, use it properly. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, this is the important. And if you want individual uh, indexing component to be re-indexed, just read this file. Yeah, go to the website, or if you have already noticed it, yeah, sure. Okay, it should work. Control L, okay. And fix Elasticsearch issue, okay. Elasticsearch, okay, create swap space. You might need it, create swap space, because if you try to upgrade to Magento 2 version, I think update and upgrade, there are some differences in Linux terms and also in composer terms. Okay, I'm using the same context. Let's see if you want to go to a newer version. So in that case, I think the light cell, some versions might not be enough. The swap space and RAM might not be enough. I think if you run the updating to new version of Magento 2, in that case, you have to use it. Okay. Yeah, swap space I'm allocating 4 gigabyte. And if you search the website SaLearningSchool.com, you might not find it exactly, or you might find it, but I think there will be other links to other websites where they discuss all the different steps, why do you need it, and what other can be changed. I think, okay, in addition to this, I think there are some files that you have to, let's say, this one, I'm changing some values, but it will not be permanent. When you reboot or restart, they will get changed. You have to change some of the scripts, I think configuration files of Ubuntu, so that these changes are permanent. If you are working with Linux, you know it, there are some files for the configuration. So that's how you have to do to make it permanent. Okay, fix Elasticsearch issue. Okay, it looks like I probably can't recognize the exact similar things. It probably some flagging, or sometimes I was having some Elasticsearch related issues, probably based on some other configuration changes. So I was facing some Elasticsearch issue, and then I had to do some other configuration changes. Okay, let me see. If I see it, I might remember it more. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think in one of those parameters, it probably was different for me anyway. So if you seek any kind of Elasticsearch issue with your Magento 2, so this is something to try. So yeah, some curl-based things, I think. Okay, yeah, keep it in mind. Just it doesn't hurt. Okay, fix log cannot be written. Okay, these two might be related. Fixed log cannot be written. This Elasticsearch and that part most probably are related. Okay, you do not want to keep it exactly like this. This was experimental. So yeah, you should rather create a Yeah, I think for initial working anyway, you can do it. But eventually, when it is public, for sure you want to create a user for your Apache and give permission to that user, make them the owner, Apache Nginx. Anyway, I think AWS will have a user called www.data underscore data. Yeah, it is already there. You just have to do it. Okay, trust level. Okay, I think some of the operations you cannot run it without being root. I think you have to change it inside MySQL. You have to. Okay, let me see. I'm not sure if I have exposed any. Okay, I think if you see any trust level related issues, you can use this. You have to log in as a root to the MySQL root privilege with an account root privilege to the MySQL. Okay, this probably is not the best solution. It was easy. There was another solution, a little bit more complex anyway. So remove logs. Yeah, all the log files. If you want to remove it, you can do it. Okay, restart servers. Yeah, you can do it from the web interface, AWS web interface reboot or stop start. In some cases, reboot might not give you the best result. Stop and start will give you the best result. Anyway, so I think in terms of cache refreshing, if we just change something, let's say update some product information or update some blocks content or add some blocks here and there. So you may need to refresh the cache, and sometimes Magento will tell cache needs to be refreshed. You can try to do it from the admin interface. It will be better. That worked better for me. You can select all the cache types and you can select refresh, then it will do it. Okay, sometimes you might come across some of the caches are disabled. You might want to see some of them. If you keep in disabled, your site may go to offline very often. So just selectively find out which ones are a must requirement to keep your site all the time alive, so that it doesn't go in the URL not found or probably maintenance, those kind of issues. Yeah, you need to configure the 404 error page or 503 error pages. Those are different things, but yeah, you can do it. Okay, what is where? Let me see. I don't want to show it exactly as it is. Okay, and sometimes you might bump into the case that your URL is converted to IP address. Still you configure shopforsoul.com, but if you type shopforsoul.com, it's not going shopforsoul, it is just bringing the IP. To fix that, you have to update some of the configuration. You could do it from the web interface. However, I found it better to be doing it from the MySQL itself. The changes are more consistent and permanent. Anyway, so I believe it should be on the config. Yeah, I hope that I did not disclose any password here. Okay. Yeah, the IP address, if you just ping shopforsoul.com, you can always see this IP address. So there is no secret there. But I can always change the IP address and assign it to new ones, but still I can find out. Anyway, so these are the two SQL that you need to run. Update CLI. Anyway, I wanted to show the composer update things. Let's see, where is the composer.json? Let's see what I can see. Cat composer.json. You need to know the difference between composer.json and composer.log. Okay, okay, more and less, you can use both. Okay, this is some configuration, which version you want to do. Okay, Magento product community edition 2.3.5. I believe that's the latest one. Okay. Yeah, if you want some new modules like Composer require M2E. M2 is for integration with Amazon, eBay, Walmart, those kind of things. So if you go, yeah, it will be coming here. M2E Pro, let's see. Okay, yeah, I thought I opened it in VI. It's not VI. Yeah, but if you go inside M2E Pro, yeah, I think you have to composer file change and then you can do the rest. Okay, yeah, if you have modified the composer JSON file and then you can run it for the updating to a newer version. I think it applies for both for new module or new version of Magento 2. Yeah, there will be some compiling requirement flash better to do, or you can do it from the admin interface. Maintenance, yeah, you have to enable maintenance, disable maintenance. Okay. Additionally, you may or may not need the composer update kind of things. So let's see. Update CLI. Okay, composer require update. I think better not to do these things. It can, yeah, better don't do this. Just remove these things. Okay. Update CLI. Anyway, I think these will be the most of the scripts that you will need for the administration part of Magento 2. Yeah. And if you go to bangla.SaLearningSchool.com or SitesTree.com, if you search for Magento 2, you will see related information that will help. And training.sitestree.com, I might have kept all the scripts there in one of the course. Anyway, that probably is not free at this moment. Okay, that's all. Eventually, it's not a short video anymore. Anyway, I hope that you find something useful. Thank you very much. Bye.